Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Durandal. This is a tabletop role playing game in the times of Charlemagne's court with mythic chivalry and legendary warriors. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released New Flash, a future noir tabletop RPG where cyberpunk meets biological horror. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Death Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop role-playing game where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Era Zone Zine Quest prototype tabletop RPGs. This Kickstarter features a collection of zine format tabletop role playing games ready to play with minimal artwork and playtesting. It's a wild collection of ideas covering everything from science fantasy, science fiction, horror, you name it. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Today, I am continuing the solo actual play tutorial of Dragonbane. If you haven't seen the other parts in this ongoing saga, please check out the playlist in the description below. As usual, I am going to try to make it as clear as possible when I am playing the role of Garman the Reckless. I am still moving through the Deep Fall Bridge in order to assemble the World Breaker weapon. And so it begins. It is a new day, and Garman continues his journey early. He remembers the words of the old wolf king. The rains are unrelenting, and we are awash. Follow ye the floodwaters' path into the breach, to the very boundary of life and death. There grows the soul tree, with need of its enchanted sap. As Garman, I proceed with a torch, shielding it from the little rain that enters through the mouth of the cave, with the spear on the right hand and the torch on the left, taking cautious step forward, step after step. Garman remembers the words of Ingolfur. Mind the perils of this spiraling stairway. Muddy runoff rushes down the slick stone in a torrent. As Garman, using the long spear as support, I proceed carefully, placing each foot in the driest areas possible and steadying myself when I feel the water sliding quickly under my soles. I roll acrobatics with advantage due to the support from the spear. Garman proceeds easily enough, making his way through this entire section. As Garman continues his path, he keeps hearing the words of the old wolf kid in his mind. The water here waits for no one. Your only escape is through a trapdoor, operated by hidden mechanisms. Be wary of what lies below. Garman can see a section of the underground complex of the cavern with an almost pristine look to it, as various surfaces have been dusted and the contour of a trapdoor is seen in a section that connects both the south wall with the ground itself. Various rocks, stalactites, and stalagmites appear out of place. The coloration, the texture looks significantly different from the ground and sections of the wall. As Garman, I place the spear down and begin to touch the various stalactites, rocks, and stones that seem to be out of place. I roll spot hidden. Wiping sweat from my brow as Garman. I intensify the search, becoming angry in the process. A click is heard, and the trapdoor falls open, the door swinging inwards into a dark passage. I mark spot hidden because the roll is a dragon. As Garman, I pick up the spear and proceed carefully through the tunnel. I now roll on the oracles to determine the next area. Burrowed tunnel. I roll to determine the improvised weapons. Two improvised weapons. Stalagmite. Stalactite. I roll to determine the number of details. Four details. Contents. Oddity. Danger. Environment. I roll to determine the details. Towering statues. Arcane symbols. Flowing magma. Glowing crystals. Garmin makes it out of the cramped tunnel. The burrowed tunnel extends into a huge cavern with towering statues covered in arcane symbols representing spellcasters in their robes. Magma flows in various directions as large veins through the cavern floor. Glowing crystals embedded on the walls and ceiling. As Garman, I place the spear down, knock an arrow, draw the bow, knock an arrow on the bow, and I fire an arrow at one of the two statues. I roll on the oracle to determine the effect of the arrow impacting the statue. To see if the statue moves. The statue remains unmoving as the arrow bounces off of it. I roll on the oracle table to see if the symbols emit or produce some effect as the arrow impacts the statue. The symbols do not glow, do not emit any effect, and the arrow actually chips one of the symbols. As Garman, I proceed to hop, step, and jump across the veins of magma that are flowing. I roll acrobatics. I steady my bow once more, put it away, ready the spear with my right hand and the torch on the left, and begin to move forward, jumping and hopping. I proceed forward. Garman easily makes his way across the entire section of magma base. He accomplished this safely. And this concludes this part of the solo tutorial actual play. I really wanted to continue. I really like and the danger die went up to 2 because it took some time navigating that part. I really wanted to explore further, but I have a schedule. But it was very magical, right? Those details generated from the oracle with the statues and the symbols and the glowing crystals. The, when I used the oracle, the first was a no when I was determining if the statue would move. No. But then when I got the extreme no, and I was trying to figure out if the symbols would emit some sort of effect, I interpreted the extreme no as not only did the symbols didn't produce anything or didn't react or emit or produce some sort of light or magical effect, the arrow actually chipped away one of the symbols. So that's a very realistic. It added that sorry, it added that extra spice of realism within the fiction. Thank you for watching this solo tutorial actual play. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. And you can also check out the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay, and you will master the game. Once again, thank you, and see you later.